It's fake heels.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to be doing this gorgeous pink berries cut crease glam. I did this look using just the Plouise Blend Away 2022 palette, which is one of my favorite palettes, and I've always wanted to do a couple of looks for my YouTube using this palette, so that's what we are going to be doing today. To begin, I started by applying my Plouise base in the shade Rumour 0 to my lids so that my eyeshadows can pop even more. These eyeshadows are really pigmented and smooth, but using the Plouise base just makes it even better. So first, going into the palette, I used the shade by Babe, which is a deep eggplant shade, and I'm just going to be packing this into my crease area. The next shade I went in with is called Let It Go, which is more on the berry side, and I'm going to be blending this shade right above the first shade that I applied. The next shade I went in with is called Ready to Achieve, which is a nice medium brown transition shade. So I'm just going to be blending this above the Let It Go shade that I applied. Now that I have my last shade blended, I just went back in with the two colors that I used before, and I'm just going to ensure that these three colors blend well. Moving on to cutting my crease, I used a Plouise base in the shade Rumour 0 and this very extremely flat concealer brush. It doesn't have a name, but I just got it at the drugstore, and this is probably the best brush I've ever had because this brush is effortlessly flat. Like, you don't need to add like a lot of product to get it to be flat or anything like that. So it makes like doing cut creases and stuff really easy. So yeah, I used that with the Plouise Rumour base. Also, I forgot to mention, if you guys are shopping on the Plouise website, please use my code BeatThatCurly10 for a discount. My affiliate link would also be down in my description box, so please check that out. I went back in with the shade Let It Go on my outer edges of that cut crease. This shade is going to just help like the shades that I'm going to apply on my lid blend well together. I also went back in with that by Babe shade, which is the eggplant shade, and I just blended this on the outer edges of my eyes. Come to my aid. Shorty said he busted my brain like a migraine. Your gain, my gain, your loss, my pain. Slow down the way you go down. You know now me they run the whole town. King of the city cause I wear that gold. Moving on to my lid, I applied the shade Stick With It to the inner half of my cut crease. When I get on stage, all they do is clap, man. So make you join me in my Bugatti. Join me in my Bugatti. Only you in my Bugatti. Only you in my Bugatti. To my gypsy girl, something to myself. Next shade I applied is called Better Me, which is a beautiful pink berry shade. It looks more berry in the pan, but when you apply it, it gives off like a really nice hot pink shade. So I'm just applying this on the outer half of my cut crease. I then went in with a shade making changes into the center of those two shades, and this is just to help those two shades blend well together. With no added products, I went in with that brush that I had the shade Let It Go, and I just used this to blend out the edges of my cut crease. So now moving on, off camera I applied my eyeliner, which was the Sephora liquid eyeliner, and I also applied some gems which are from Shein. Moving on to my face, I use the Kasmetics Full Coverage Foundation in the shades 7 and 8 to get my match, and I'm just applying this all over my face.
Young buds, baby. I see big deals. You don't know. Bad man. Yeah. These body baby, oh. These body baby, oh. Yeah. It's a bad man thing, yeah. Bad girl make you wine to the base, nah. Give me that thing where I go feel it, nah.
I applied my LA Girl Pro Concealer to highlight my face. I apply this to my under eyes, down the bridge of my nose, in the center of my forehead, and also a bit above my lip.
I go give you all and more. Bad man, I feel your flow. Wine I'm slow. This one no be private show. Your friends they tell you say I be nobody. Been searching all around, but I found nobody.
For an added brightness to my under eyes, I went in with my Cosmetics concealer in the shade Warm Honey to the inner parts of my under eyes only. And now moving on to my contour. Forgot to put it on the screen, but this is the Black Opal foundation stick in the shade Ebony Brown, and I'm just going to apply this to the hollows of my cheek, around my forehead, and also on the sides of my nose. So here I'm just blending out my concealer. This brush that I'm using here is from Shein. This is a dupe for I think it's the Sephora number 47 brush, and this brush is so good. I usually use it for foundation, but I think I'm gonna stick to using it for concealer now. I love this brush. It blends away all the concealer so effortlessly, while giving, well, keeping the coverage and everything. Yeah, so this is the Sephora number 47 brush. You can get it on Shein for like only $2. The original brush on Sephora I think is like $32 or something like that. But yes, get this brush. It's great for foundation. Concealer is my favorite thing to use it for now. You can blend out your contour with it, you can blend out your blush, everything. It also is good for setting.
Say we get to bed, so no delay. By the end of the night, she be wanting more. By the end of the day, they be wanting more. Busting out the place and they wanted more. My people, them I wanted more. I'm a jar related. I'm a jar little. Say we get to bed, so no delay. By the end of the day, she be wanting more. By the end of the night, they be wanting more. Busting out the place, them I wanted more. My people, them I wanted more. In all the place, see the girl, them know. See the girl, them know. In all the house, see the man, them know. See the man, them know. Baby, make me feel alright, make me feel my fantasy. Cause you turn me on, now you're taking me all night long.
Moving on to applying my cream blush. This is the Plouise Chic of It blush in the shade Red Velvet. This is my favorite shade, especially if you like my complexion and darker. This is the shade you need to get. I did apply a bit more because, as you can see, it's very pigmented. I usually use like 1 dot for both cheeks, but I accidentally applied a dot on each cheek. So yeah, I'm just going back in with some concealer in the inner corners of my under eyes just to brighten back up that area and kind of just tone down the blush a bit. Moving on to setting, I started by setting my under eyes using the Sephora Microsmooth powder in the shade Tan, and I'm also going to be setting the rest of my face using another shade of the Microsmooth powder, which is called Hazelnut. I then went in with my loose powder. This is from One Size. This is the shade Ultra Pink. I love this powder. It's very smooth. As you can see, it really blurs out your under eyes and it gives like a really nice bright under eye.
Cause I'm feeling your way. To pass up on the family, mama say it's okay. Oh, them up me on surely. Baby, you know it's okay. Nah. You have a pretty fine girl and I have a pretty fine waist.
Now for my bronzer, I use the JUVIA'S Place Bronzer Duo in the shade Deep Dark, starting by bronzing my sides of my nose. And then I'm going to use that same bronzer to bronze my cheeks and around my forehead. Moving on to apply my blush. This is the Colored Raine Highlight and Blush Duo in the shade Damage Control. To complete my eyes, I line my waterline using the Smashbox Always On Twist Up eyeliner in the shade Raven, and then I smudged out my lower lash line using the shade Bye Babe and the shade Ready to Achieve. All the ladies in the house, they want to ginger me today. So I'm here for the girl then. Mr. DJ, play my song. Yeah, I'm chilling with the girl then. I applied this cream shade also from the palette to brighten up the inner parts of my eyes. And then for my lower lash mascara, I applied the Milk Kush mascara. They want to ginger me today. Make you ginger me. All the ladies in the house, they want to ginger me. Moving on to my lips, I use the Elegant Precision Lip Liner in the shade Dark Brown to line my lips.
taking it slow for a bad man. When she dropping it low for a bad man. Baby carry the go for a bad man. See the way she dey roll for a bad man. She be taking it slow for a bad man. When she dropping it low for a bad man. Baby carry the go for a bad man. See the way she dey roll for a bad man. She be taking it slow for a bad man. When she dropping it low for a bad man.
Now for my lipstick, this is the Colored Raine Liquid Matte Lipstick in the shade Classy. So I'm just applying this into the inner corners of my lips, and then I use this brush to blend it out, starting from the outer edges, and then I blended the inside also. Moving on to applying some lip gloss. This is from the Juvia's Place and Melissa collab. The shade is called Sophisticato. And then I apply this Nicka K Diamond lip gloss in the shade Cute. And last lip gloss, this is some clear lip gloss, started by outlining my lips, and then I'm going to apply some into the inner corners as well.
See her coming. She wants see wonder. She on me one. Yeah. Not so she wants see wonder. One get high grade. From a distance, baby, I'm going insane. Red Cross, baby, come to my aid. Shorty said he busted my brain like a migraine. Your game, my game, your loss, my pain. Slow down the way you go down. You know now me they run the whole town. King of the city, cause I wear that gold crown. So give it up for bad man, better than Batman. I didn't impress these dogs and kill these cats, man. Rats, man, these other guys are rats, man. When I get on stage, all they do is clap, man. So make you join me in my room.
Now to complete my face, I'm going to be applying some highlighter. This is the Smashbox Sculpt and Glow palette, and this is in the shade Berry Saturation. So I'm just using the highlighter shade for my face, and that will be the completed look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give me a thumb up, comment down below, share and subscribe, and also check the description box for all the information on products and so forth. And also don't forget to use my code EGOT3010 on the Plouise website when you are shopping.